What's up, positive people? You got Dana here, and today I'm gonna do a Q&A because I haven't done a Q&A in a super long time. And as I do, I'm just going through the comments, nothing crazy, and hopefully I can get to as many questions as possible because I haven't done this in a while. So somebody asked me on the video about my car loan situation if I tried LendingTree, and I will go ahead and tell you now I have tried LendingTree, and I've come to the realization that loans and financing in general is just a rich man's game. And if you're not in a position to be like the stellar credit candidate, you will probably be stuck in a loan that will have you paying tons and tons of interest over time. So just in general, I plan on, if I ever open another line of credit or whatever the case may be, I'm just okay with the idea of putting as much down as possible, and I'm moving forward that way. I don't plan on financing anything ever again just based on my current situation with my car. Like I said, for the most part I live a cash lifestyle, so the car, like I said, the circumstances behind me getting my car is what forced me to finance in the way that I did. So I'm not saying it's right, but that's just how it goes. From someone named Brahmada Nagi, I hope I pronounced that right, I'm sorry if I didn't. And they asked, it's not really a question, more of a statement, but in reference to your curiosities about whether or not it's diverse. I've talked about this in a lot of videos, so I'm not gonna go into a whole big spiel about it, but I personally feel like Washington's fairly diverse. Zeta Carter asked, are the schools better there than Atlanta? I live in metropolitan Atlanta now. Does it depend on where you live for the school district to be decent? Yes, in Georgia, your zip code determines whether or not your child gets a good education. Gwinnett County, especially northern Gwinnett County, further away from DeKalb County, has really great schools. I mean, there's Woodward Academy in Atlanta. You just have to do the research. They make it super easy now to check on the report cards of schools. But just in my day-to-day dealings, having been through the Georgia public school system myself, and then having my daughter spend a month in kindergarten in Georgia, yeah, the Washington schools are way better. The class sizes are smaller. And I feel like because the teachers aren't as stressed, they're much more passionate about their jobs. And I feel like for a lot of teachers in Atlanta, they probably lost the passion for teaching. A lot of them are just dealing with budget cuts and things like that. And like I said, as a product of that public school system, I can look back now and say man, I'm sure I had a ton of teachers that could have made way more out of me or way more out of students that they dealt with had they had the resources. I just realized I have this fan on. Let me turn it off. Sorry. So next question. I hope that answered to the best of my ability. I did the best I can. Let's see here. A lot of people have given me positive feedback about just watching the videos and stuff like that. And like I said, there's a lot of people that watch my channel and have no interest in moving to the Pacific Northwest at all, and just want to watch someone trying to come up. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to do with my life, plain and simple. I just want to be the best Dana that I can be. I want to be the best mom that I can be, and baby steps with that. Baby steps. I'm trying to make up for 3 years of lost time, and yeah. If that makes sense. What do we have? Okay, so Yadira asked, and I'm so sorry that it took forever to get another Q&A out, but Yadira A asked, hi Dana, where would you recommend a family to move with small children that's relatively affordable with a diverse population that has great schools? Edmonds, Shoreline, where else? Medina, if you have it like that. That's where Bill Gates lives. Bellevue's really nice. Bellevue has great schools as well. There are tons of suburbs that have good schools. So you just, like I said, go online and do some recon. I'm not sure what other needs you have besides the fact that you have young kids and you want to be somewhere affordable. What I have come to learn being here is that if you're willing to do the research and put the effort in, you can find affordable housing in just about every place in the state. Obviously, they won't be the most favorable as far as amenities and things like that, but I'm one of those people that thinks about the long term. I'm not crazy in love with my apartment, But what it provided me with was my sanity and stability and having a place where I can come home, lay my hat down and relax and wind down. And as a result of that, I just feel good about the situation. And when I'm ready to spend a mortgage on rent, I will do that. But for the time being, because it's just my daughter and I, this is our small space is just right for us. So I don't have regrets in that regard. So just something that you will need to keep in mind for yourself. A lot of people on the strain of the week video, which I plan to do another one tonight. Sorry, I haven't, like I said, I've just been in my feelings recently. I get like this. So, all right. So Ooga Booga commented on one of my videos and said that we have a lot in common, and it's cool to know that we have a lot in common. I'm going to go ahead and address meeting with people and meetups in general. So, and I feel like I kind of mentioned this in comments, but like I said, they get lost in the shuffle, so people don't know. But I had a situation when the channel was a lot smaller that someone somehow found my address and was posting it all over my channel. And I'm not exactly sure if they posted it anywhere else, but like someone was going out of their way to, like, for a week straight post my address. And as a result, I've kind of been like standoffish about the idea of meeting people that watch me, because it's just like, I don't think that I'm a mean person. I don't think that I attract negative energy. So to have that happen really freaked me out, especially because, I have a little kid. So I'm right now, meeting up with people's kind of out of the question for me. I'm not saying never say never. And if I end up forging relationships with people through social media, I'm sure I'll be more open to the idea. But as of right now, it's just not in the cards. That situation really shook me up. And I'm still dealing with the ramifications, because I'm, you know what I mean? Like, I made a lot of videos in the past that like compromised my security. So I'm partly to blame for being in this scenario now. But yeah, meetups aren't in the cards. I would love to, like I said, get to know people through social media. And it's a big part of the reason why I shared my Instagram, because I'm like, oh, if I meet people through Instagram and I see that they're cool. And that's the thing too, like, what's nice about social networks like that is it's really hard to fake the funk. Like, it's easy to fake on Facebook and all these other things, but I feel like if you're a person, a well-rounded person, it's really, really easy to spot if someone's BSing through a social network like that. Yeah, Snapchat and Instagram being the two that I'm kind of like, yeah, if you're on there, follow me, and then I can see if you're a real person, see what your life's about, watch you, watch me, me watch you, and vice versa. So yeah. Oh, and shameless plug for my Instagram. If you're not following me now, my Instagram handle is @RainCityDana, all one word. And yes, if your profile is cool, you seem like a cool person, I do follow people back. I'm not one of those follow you for 24 hours and unfollow. If you post cool stuff, I'll follow, I'll like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem. Let's see here. What else do we have? Somebody said, LOL, when you said I wouldn't befriend someone from South Seattle. Yes. So funny story. I picked Marley up from the airport yesterday. And when I tell you it took me 90 minutes to get to the airport, yeah, I would never make friends with somebody that lives down there just because of the commute. Like, and that's a commute that I have to take. So imagine having to do that for somebody that I'm like friends with. Like, I wouldn't be motivated to come and, see you. And I mean, it's not like I can Uber to you, because that Uber ride is crazy expensive. So, there is that. A lot of people commented on the car vlog that I did about just my story and what landed me here in Washington and stuff like that. And I just want to say to anybody who's going through it, made a huge mistake, whether, you just got out of jail or whatever, whatever disappointments you've had in your life. I don't know, I just feel like there's so much more to life, and life's not over, and you find a way. You know what I'm saying? Once one door closes, you just have to find a window to open up. And that's just how I feel about life in general now. Like I said, I try to be very glass half full about things, and I am a firm believer in that hard work you will always reap the benefits of hard work. It may not come tomorrow, but if you are consistent about something, you are bound to succeed. The problem is we're so quick to give up on our dreams, and we're not tunnel vision about stuff. And the minute that we start to be tunnel vision, things start to happen. And I will say that in my life, the minute that I started to take those calculated risks, things started to happen. So that's where I'm at with everything. And I don't want to be on the motivational tip, but I'm speaking from experience on this. Like, this isn't like, an Oprah's book club book that I read. Like, this happened in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a DUI. It messed me up. I was sitting still for 3 years, wasted 3 years of my life, did not have gainful employment that entire time. The only way I was making a living was from hustling. And I will tell you now that I don't even know now where I'm at, if I could even do that again. And I don't know, maybe if my back's against the wall like it was, I will, but I don't know. You start to want more for your life, and you start to feel like, man, I've just been sitting here feeling sorry for myself. When am I gonna let it go? So I decided to let it go. Somebody wrote, you remember the lady by Payless cursing everybody out? I do remember her. These are like eccentric characters that are in downtown Atlanta. She, this Fatty Backside, really, with the screen name Fatty Backside? Anyway, yeah, I remember all the little characters. There used to be a guy down there who didn't speak. He just was like, and he'd have a Bible in one hand and then a sign in the other that was like, all of y'all are damned to hell. And he would walk the north and southbound and then east and westbound platforms, just walking around. When I went down there, I was hoping to see him, and he wasn't down there. I was like, oh, where are you? And yeah, it's super different down there. I will say that it wasn't as active as I was expecting. And I'm sorry, I'm used to that area being kind of like active all the time. So even though I was up there early, I was expecting to see more people there. There wasn't a police presence down there. So I'm like, where is everybody? But like I said, I don't know what's happened since I've been gone. So to Richard Coleman, I did the day that you told me to watch The Get Down. I've been watching it. I love it. I'm not finished with it just yet because I've been watching Stranger Things as well. But yeah, it's good. Thank you for recommending that the day that, that comment came through. Sometimes you just need someone to be like, yo, relax, roll up, go watch something. You'll be okay. I just want to say that I'm working on myself, as I do, and I will try to be more consistent. And that might be me lying to you, but hopefully y'all will stick around. And if I didn't answer your question, same deal as always, post it down in this video and I will get to it next time. I will try to get another one up this time next week. So the next time that I do a Q&A, it should be up either Thursday night or Friday morning. Yeah, just thanks for bearing with me, y'all. To everybody that I follow on Instagram, hi you guys, and anybody else who wants to join our cool posse on Instagram, yeah, follow me and I'll check you out and I might follow you back. Oh, and to the people that are private on Instagram, so the first time that I gave out my Instagram name, there were a lot of people that follow me that are private. I usually don't follow private profiles only because it's just like, what you gotta hide? Who are you hiding from? And I know some people, for their jobs, they have to be private, but it's just like, I would prefer to be able to see kind of who it is that I'm following. So there was actually, and the reason why I'm saying this is because there was one person who was following me for the longest time, and I didn't follow back because they were private, and then something said, this is probably someone who watches the channel, so let me subscribe, and they DM'd me and we clarified. But for people who were like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, you said you follow back and you didn't, I'm more apt to follow people that have public profiles. My profile is public too. So I'm gonna wrap this all up, and I have a video that I made a little while earlier today that I'm gonna tack on the back of this Q&A for anybody who kind of wants a deeper explanation of why I've kind of been missing. And yeah, till later. Peace, positive people. Hey there, positive people, you got Dana here, and I want to apologize for not posting videos. The channel's grown exponentially, and that kind of actually freaked me out I got a ton of like really negative comments that kind of just deterred me from uploading for a while. I get in these ruts, and I think y'all are kind of used to it at this point, that I kind of come and go. And I'm not saying that that's something that I want to continue doing. I actually just need to fucking put on my big girl drawers and like get over it. Because I love to share. Don't get me wrong, I love to share. I filmed a crap ton of stuff, and just you start nitpicking and looking at it, and not even that. It's a lot of stuff. I'll look at the footage and I'm just like, fuck, I look ugly in this, or fuck, I look fat in this. You know, we get in our head about stuff. So that's been going on. Marley's back in town too, so you know, I've just kind of been focusing my energy on loving on her and not having kind of that omnipositive energy around. Definitely had me down a little bit this summer too. It's so funny, like I usually get like right around the time when she's like due to leave back for Atlanta to go spend time with the paternal side of her family, I'm so anxious to like be free and like get a break or whatever. And then the minute that like we're a week or two into that time period, I'm like, damn, I miss my baby. Like so much of my identity at this point in my life, having, you know, had her in my life for the last 7, you know, the better part of 7, almost 8 years. It's like I'm used to having Marley around. I like having Marley around. She's my kid, and like I was, you know what I'm saying? Like there were just a lot of things that just had me kind of like, ugh, you know. I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying that moving forward, I want to try and do better. I want to try and do better. That's all I can do is try, right? And I'm starting with this video right here. So to anybody that has recently subscribed, welcome. I try, when I am in the spirit, to post on a semi-regular basis, whether that be one video a week, or a couple of videos a week. You know, if I end up doing something and feel inspired to totally saturate my feed, I do that, and sometimes I just go missing for a month. I'm not saying it's right. That's just how it's always been the entire time that I've been on YouTube, and I've had several channels on this platform. It's always been like that. I get in ruts. The comments do bug me, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing a much better job on this particular channel because it is like kind of me sharing my life with y'all, been more steadfast about deleting and blocking people, because at the end of the day, it's like, this is my forum. You don't have to watch me if you don't want to watch me, and I don't have to read bullshit, especially if it adds nothing positive to the conversation. I have no problem with debating with people, but there's certain things that I refuse to like just entertain for my sanity's sake. And that's a big part of the reason why too sometimes I just go radio silent. So to anybody who's recently asked a question under the videos, I totally see them. I see every comment that I get. So there's that. I want to make a Q&A video tonight. I'm holding myself to it tonight. If I don't make one, it's just fucked up because I haven't made one in a while. I think the last one was the Friday Harbor video. I don't know. So yeah, even now I'm like looking at my lipstick, and it doesn't look this red in person, so it's making my mouth look bigger than I'm used to. Anyway, I say all of that to say this: I am going to get back to posting more on this channel. And like, it's funny because I haven't been posting and the channel's been growing, which is crazy. So there's that. Beyond that, I just want to say that I've seen everything, and yeah, follow me on Instagram. I post there more. Now that they've got the story feature, I definitely want to start playing around with maybe doing daily things through the story feature on Instagram. You know, Snapchat is cool and everything, but I honestly just have a Snapchat for like my own personal shits and giggles. I just play around with the filters. So yeah, if you don't already follow me on Instagram, my Instagram name is RainCityDana, all one word. And yeah, I am going to try to get back to a semi-regular posting on this channel. I cannot make full-on guarantees, but I will tell you that I'm in much better spirits now that my daughter's back home. And I just think kind of the routine of being a mom, I just like that routine. And not even necessarily just having Marley all up under me, but I just like the structure of having a kid in the mix. If that, I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to come and say that. And yeah, the next video should be a freaking Q&A. Till next time, peace, positive people.